to me.
At the Barnes firm, our injury attorneys work hard to get you the best result possible. Call us now and find out what your case could be worth. You might be surprised.
The Barnes firm, injury attorneys, call 1-800-8-million.
It would take a lot for me to love another bar as much as my Atkins chocolate peanut butter bars, but this one might just do it. Vanilla caramel pretzel. It's got 15 grams of protein. It's got caramel. It's got pretzels. I mean, game over.
Vanderpump Rules, Lala Kent talks about her new best-selling book.
How you can make some extra cash by using your car as a moving billboard with this new projection technology.
Monday.
Right now at 5, fallout from the Superstar SmackDown. Breaking new developments in the Will Smith Oscars slap. Why he's no longer part of the Academy. Will his career suffer a similar concussion?
Right now, they want to defend his city.
Citizens turn soldiers. The mayor of Kyiv amazed at the everyday Ukrainians taking up arms to fight for their freedom. As Russia's brutal bombardment resumes, has Ukraine gone on the offensive?
Americans are back to work.
A workforce in full force. President Biden praising another impressive jump in jobs numbers and pandemic low unemployment. And as gas prices start going down, American cars will have to go farther per gallon.
She was kicking, she was screaming.
The search is on for a suspect tonight after an attempted abduction in Anaheim, who police are working to track down. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is the KTLA 5 News at 5. I'm Pedro Rivera.
And I'm Mary Beth McDade in this evening for a show. Cher Calvin, thank you so much for joining us. So, we got the Grammys this weekend.
Yes.
I wonder if they're going to be as interesting as the Academy Awards were last weekend.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope it is smooth and it's forgettable. But no, there's a lot going on. Plus, we have Finally Friday coming up later in the show, so we'll tell you about that. But we do got some pretty big news that just came into our newsroom.
Yeah, we sure do. Yeah, speaking of the Academy Awards last weekend, we begin with breaking news at 5, and it's a story that we just can't stop talking about. It takes a new turn. Oscar winner Will Smith has just resigned from the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts, and Sciences. The move comes after the shocking Superstar SmackDown last Sunday night at the Oscars, where Smith slapped comedian Chris Rock over a joke about his wife, Jada.
Smith is embroiled in his career crisis here over the onstage assault and is facing possible expulsion or suspension from the Academy. At least he was. So in a statement, Smith says that he'll accept any additional consequences that the Academy Boards of Governors deems appropriate. And we have learned that the Academy has accepted his resignation. So they said, we accept, what you implemented, but he could possibly face, more punishment here. We'll find out, of course. Stay with us at 6 o'clock. We'll keep you updated with the very latest.
Yeah, and what does that mean for him?
Yeah, that's what we want to know.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. All right, well, now to our big story tonight. Russia is accusing Ukraine of carrying out an aerial strike inside its borders, destroying a fuel depot. If true, it would be the first airstrike on Russian soil since the invasion 6 weeks ago.
Meantime, the Russian military is still carrying out missile strikes in Kyiv and other cities already reeling from devastating attacks. Cities have been incinerated throughout Ukraine, including Mariupol, where 100,000 people remain trapped among the rubble there. You see it. Although negotiations between the Russians and Ukrainians are ongoing, American and European officials, they say they don't see an endgame in this brutal war. There's a lot to cover. So let's get to Kimberly Chang, who's been watching all the developments. She joins us live from the KTLA News Center with more. Kimberly.
Pedro MB, hi. Ukrainian officials confirmed that negotiations with Russia resumed today. This after the Kremlin accused Ukrainian forces of an attack on Russian soil. Russia has reported shelling from Ukraine before, but this is the first time they're reporting an incursion of its airspace.
Video shows an oil depot in Russian territory up in flames caused by an alleged Ukrainian airstrike. The Kremlin accused Ukrainian forces of flying helicopter gunships into the Belgrade region Friday and targeting the facility. CCTV footage captured the moment missiles were fired, hitting the fuel depot, which is roughly 20 miles north of the Ukraine-Russia border. Russia's defense ministry claims the oil base has nothing to do with Russian armed forces and was used for supplying petroleum to civilian transport only.
the attacks on the Russian territory, they just reflect the real intention of the Ukrainian side.
Ukraine's National Security Council denied their military was behind the attack. The conflict has left thousands dead and driven more than 4 million refugees from Ukraine. Ukrainian officials said some Russian troops were seen retreating from the Kyiv region. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky warned Russian withdrawals were a military tactic to regroup and build strength for new attacks in the Donbas region, which includes Mariupol.
It's an assessment at this early stage is that they're going to be repositioned probably into Belarus to be refit and resupplied.
A desperate attempt to rescue civilians from Mariupol failed. Zelensky accused Russia of blocking humanitarian corridors. A Ukrainian official said buses sent to evacuate civilians were blocked and food and medicine were seized. Shelling continued near the Ukrainian capital. And as Russia pulls back its troops, Ukraine's general staff says they've been able to take back control of 29 settlements in the Kyiv and Chernihiv region.